This is a close-up just so you can see what the product is called, and here are the directions and like the safety features. So you can pause it and take a screenshot, or you can look it up online. What's up everyone? Welcome to Building the Things. Today's episode, we are gonna do a simple yet effective mosquito killing trap. All you're gonna need is a couple of 5-gallon black buckets. Ideally black, but any color really works. You just wanna make sure there's water in there. So I usually fill them to about 3 gallons. There's no actual calculation, it's just rough measurements. And the label says to add 1 teaspoon per 25 square feet, which is mosquito bits. This is generally what I use, and it keeps the mosquitoes at bay. My dog's playing with wood. He likes to bring me branches. So I wanted a product that's safe for him to be around and safe for my daughter and my wife to be around. That way no one gets hurt in the process of just trying to enjoy a nice summer day outside. This works really well if you put these 5-gallon buckets in like different areas of your place, whether you live in a farm or a home or whatever, wherever you live, a bungalow, who knows. But anyway, wherever you live, I place them in, I put one in a shaded area. Generally that's where mosquitoes like to rest. And I put another one in a sunny area, and I'm not sure that's the right thing to do about it, but I would assume mosquitoes like to put their eggs into standing water, whether it's in the sun or in the shade. So I do one of each just to make sure that they're kind of everywhere. And then the other 2 that I typically will do, I'll just put them like under the deck sometimes, or I'll put them another place that's just hard to reach, so then that way no one gets hurt in that process. They have another product that's called Mosquito Dunks. They look like little donuts, and you could throw that in like ponds and things like that, and they're safe for wildlife that way as well. I don't want to kill any pollinators like bees or anything like that, so this isn't the most effective product. You know, something like a pesticide would probably be more effective, but this is effective enough for me to serve the purpose and still protect the environment, because I love animals. I'm not trying to hurt any except mosquitoes. If there was a way to get rid of them, I would sign up for that. All right, I just wanted to show you a close-up of what it says, what it can be used on. So it includes bird baths and roof gutters and flower pots, etc. And the most important part for me is how much to use, because again, this is going to last you a long time. But you use 1 teaspoon per 25 square feet just around your household of standing water. So feel free to kind of look at that a little closer, just so you make sure that you are doing what you think is best for your house. And then here, as you can see, the other important thing for me is the safety that it can be used around people, plants, pets, and in fish habitats. So if you have a pond, you could use it there. If you have feeding trowels, you can use it there. And if you have Rottweiler like I do, he's gonna sniff everything. So it's really important to just make sure that you want to enjoy the summer. You don't want to bring hardship to your family. So this is the product, and they also do the dunks, kind of like I had mentioned. And you can just do that. And remember, just keep it simple and let's get to work. This bucket here, I left out in the rain for a few days because I was fixing our fence for our dog kennel. And I'm sure it's infested with mosquito larvae. So I just threw some in there, because you can probably see them floating around. I just threw about 1 teaspoon in there, and it should take care of that. But I don't know if you can see, there is like little animals floating around in there that I would assume are the mosquito larvae, because there is a lot of them. And this is where I put the other one. It's in a well-shaded area where my dog can't get to it. then this one is in another kind of sunny slash shady area. And the mosquitoes love to hang out in all of this plant life right here. They just love to hang out there. And I would assume they like to hang out under here as well. All right, guys, so we're just out here with an update. And this is the bucket you can see the most in. So I want to show you that there is no active larva or whatever the little mosquito babies are called. Unlike yesterday where they were really active and just swimming around. This is approximately 24 hours later and I don't see a single one moving. So hopefully that helps you make a decision.